The way markets have responded to the events of the last few days, I think the fact that there was a trade deal was met with euphoria. And then there was some skepticism that did we actually get a good deal or not. How do you see the joint statement and announcement today? And in the light of everything that's happened, is the STT pain now seeming very far away?
That's a, well removed from the markets kind of question, because this is something which I guess my predecessor and batchmate Ananta Nageshwaran would have, I say predecessor as in on the podium here, would have answered. I think, the fact that a trade deal has been announced, a number of 18% has been put in there, and there have been carve-outs for industries, etc. I think the uncertainty is out of the way, largely. There are still elements which need to be negotiated, as the governments on both sides will tell you. So at one level, I think a lot of money that came away from India was because they felt that India was getting the raw end of the stick for one reason or the other. And over the last 1.5 years, and I'm kind of dovetailing this with what Devina was saying, just to bring context here vis-a-vis the markets, which is that a reversion to mean is in the process of happening. And even more definite than just staying on the fence, I feel that money that went away did so and over a period of the last 1 year, which is, by the way, just happens to be a Jan to December period. I mean, it could be any period really, and we shouldn't look at markets in a 1 year time frame necessarily. But we've been the worst performing markets. The currency of investment has weakened for most foreigners. We've been down, we've been flat, so effectively we're down between 10 and 15%. And if you happen to be an unfortunate European investor, you've been down close to 25%. Yeah. So given all that, I think there is a reversion to the mean. If you see the Asian markets and some of the tigers that have performed well, they've been coming off. So I think the first sign of flow back of money is beginning. This is a trend that doesn't stop in 1 week or a few days. And therefore, I believe that it's providential that the trade deal has been announced when it has, because it's also coming at the worst end of desperation, the worst end of people feeling sick and tired with markets, people rattling off reasons as to why SIP shouldn't be continued, etc. So from that perspective, I think we've put in market parlance, a great technical bottom, a great sentiment bottom, not necessarily on valuations, but that's where I think the markets, you need to look at stock specific. But there are one or two sectors that have come away very, very positive out of this entire thing.
Like which ones?
Well, if somebody cares to read, and I hope people do at least read 3-page press releases of two governments for starters. If you see what's emerged yesterday, one industry which I'm extremely positive about is the pharma industry. Because that genuinely, the last sort of study that they did in the US talked about almost $1 trillion of savings that the generics pharma space has brought to the US market. So if there's something that reduces the cost to the US consumer, is non-threatening to the branded, patented guys, if you will, other than a price erosion, and works well for politicians in every country, it is the pharma industry. Of course, there's competition, but even vis-a-vis some of our other peers, where pharma specifically has been taxed or tariffed, if you will, I think we've come away pretty strong. And the reason I quickly switch to a sector is sometimes we can waffle in generalities, and with the ticker going down, I just thought that maybe we should focus on a few specifics as we go along.
We love it.